So let's face it, when you are creating a group coaching program or a one-on-one coaching program, or you're working out your content, all these things, there's one thing I see over and over again that a lot of coaches, consultants are not doing. And well, they might be doing it, but they are not really spending so much time on it. And actually, if you think about it, if you understand the value of it, you will realize that if you don't do this part, nothing's gonna work. And that is your target audience. And you might have heard it before, the avatar work and all these things. But I wanna go deeper with you today and talk about how to really attract dream clients to your coaching programs. And in all my programs, in all my trainings that I've done for years, this is the first thing I do. When I work with someone, when I work with our momentum members or our pivot members, or if they're part of our VIP programs, the first thing they do, no matter what stage they are at, they will rethink about their dream clients. It's not something that you just do in the beginning, you do it in all levels, because what happens is that you always upgrade your clients. The more experience you get, the more you understand how you can help and how you can serve and how you can deliver. You will understand that, oh, okay, I can go deeper, I can understand my audience even deeper. And today I want to take you through 2 of the 4 steps I usually take my clients through when they enter this, so you can already get started, so you can get a feeling of how can I do this. And if you're new to my episode, my name is Daria. I'm the co-founder of the Thought Leadership Academy, where we help coaches and consultants and experts to really shine the true knowledge and make it sustainable and fun, enjoyable business around their secret recipe, so they can help more people. So that's what I do, and I'm really excited to be here with you today in our episode 24 of the Thought Leadership podcast and live show. And if you're liking this, if you're enjoying this, please tag your friends and your community, people who need to hear it. Please comment below, and of course subscribe to our channel so we know that you are with us and you never miss an episode. All right, so today we're going to talk about how to attract dream clients to your coaching programs. So as I mentioned before, the why is that everything depends on your audience. If you don't know who you're going to speak to, you will have a hard time knowing what social media platforms to be on, what content to create, what pain points to address, how to craft your programs, how to, do the sales process, the pricing, the packaging. All that depends on who you work with. So this is something that we always start with. We really work on how to understand that dream client. And of course, you will have people coming your way and it'll be different, but in your communication, in where you're going, you want to be super clear on who am I actually speaking to, and who do I really want to work with? Because you're going to spend a lot of time creating your programs and content and, serving your clients and speaking about this topic. If you either have a podcast or YouTube show on your email list, you're going to have a lot of interaction with that audience. You better really love working with them. You better really want to go deeper with them. So we're going to talk about how you can find that, because if you are working with your dream clients, your whole business is going to change. You're going to show up in a completely different way. You're going to be so much happier, so much more fulfilled. You're going to be more challenged because you're working with the right people. And that's how I want you to feel in your business. This is how I feel every day waking up and working with my programs, working with my community. I really love working with my clients because they are my dream clients. And this is something that I have created, I have designed. It's not something that just happened by chance. It's something that you design. And this is what we're going to work on today. And of course, if you want to go deeper, please comment and let me know. Just write dream clients below, and then we can send you more info how you can go even deeper into this topic. Okay? So the problem, why is it a problem? Why do we not have dream clients? Why does, if you are listening to this or you're watching this, why don't you have dream clients today? Let's talk about that. One of the reasons is that you haven't really designed it that way. So you haven't been focused enough on understanding of, okay, actually, I only want to work with this audience. I only want to serve this audience. I only in this pain point. So it might just be too broad and not niched enough, and also that you might not really understand them. So the solution is that you want to find that one target audience that you will commit to working with in the upcoming 90 days, 180 days, minimum 90 days. You're going to commit to them, and you will know them better than they know themselves. That's how how much I want you to know about them. Imagine almost like you are, meeting someone very, really interesting, and you want to know every detail about their life. You want to go so, so deep that you understand what's their dreams, their personal life, what's their dream in their business life, what's stopping them, what's keeping them up at night, what's the most important number one thing they want to change in their life right now. All those things you want to understand. You want to understand their patterns, how they go through social media, what type of events they attend, what type of podcast they listen to. You want to know them. And this is why it's so hard if you're going to go to a very broad audience saying like, I'm going to work with women who want to change their job, or I want to help men to have better relationships. It's too broad. We want to be able to go into understanding that one target audience. And the easiest way to do it is just to think of your dream client that you have at the moment, or you have had before in your business, and what that person was like, and where did they live, what did they do, how old were they, what type of activities were they doing, what was their dreams, what was their vision, and just try to really go deep into finding more of that same type of audience, because that's going to help you so much going deeper. Instead of trying to understand everybody, you'll be able to understand one target audience really, really well. And when you speak with them in your communication, when you speak with them in your social media, in your lives or podcasts or email list or in your program, when they go through it, they're gonna say, oh my God, this speaks exactly to my needs right now. This is exactly what's happening right now. This is exactly what I'm feeling right now, and it's exactly what I need help with. That's how you want to feel. You want them to feel. So when they check out your stuff, when they check out your sales and marketing and offers and what you have to offer, they're not just gonna say it's interesting, I'll think about it. They're gonna go, oh my God, this is exactly what I need. She gets me, he gets me, they understand me, I need this support, I really want to have that help. That's exciting. It's not you going to push and trying to convince them about something. They already understand that, because that's exactly the stage they are in. Okay, so that's the solution. The solution is to know your target audience better than they know themselves. You also want to anticipate what's going to happen next. If they go through this and they solve that problem, what's going to be the next thing they want to solve? You want to know them so deeply, deeply, deeply that you are going to be able to really help them. And your programs and your support and the results you're going to be able to provide for your clients is going to be so different because you get them. And that's a very, very exciting way to do business, right? So let's talk about 2 steps. I'm not gonna go through all the 4 today, but you will be able to get a first feeling of the first steps. You can get started already. And if you want to go deeper, please reach out and just type clients, target audience or dream clients below. Actually write dream clients, and we can talk more about what you can do to go even deeper and really get super clear on this, because your business is going to change the moment you understand who your dream clients are and how to really understand, know what's going on in their world. Okay, let's talk about step number 1. I want you to choose one target audience for the upcoming 90 days. Only one, not 2, not 3, not 4, only one. And that one target audience should have the same type of problems. They should not, so for instance, if you are working, I'm going to give you an example. For me, for instance, I'm working in our pivot program. We have mostly people who are getting up to 10K in their business, coaches, consultants, but they are not it's more about having that fast profit, having that fast support so they can really get their sustainability up and running. So the focus there for them is really profit, sustainability, offer, service, leads. That's really getting clear on the business part of their business. That's their core needs. And then we have momentum. Momentum is that you might be having, months when you are 10, 15K, 20K, and then you have months that are 5. You are in this roller coaster of months where your profit goes up and down, and you want sustainability, and you want to have your time back because you don't want to hustle anymore. You want to have more automation. You want to have support. You want to have a team. That's the core needs of our momentum clients. And my VIP clients, they are more, they're already usually at 20K plus per month. They are already maybe having some support team. What they want more is a better lifestyle design, more better, stepping into their leadership, finding that balance that can really help them to be a leader of their business, a thought leader, and spreading their message, being on podcasts, being on TEDx, being on conferences, being invited to speak because they are really seen as the expert in their field. So each and one of them are different target audiences. It might be the same person, but I want to focus down on one of those, and I want you to do the same. So when you're going through this, you want to be able to say, okay, I'm gonna niche down on only that one target audience, okay? And you want to get uncomfortably niched. You want to get super, super niche. I mean, if you're feeling uncomfortable saying, oh my God, this is a too small audience, I will not find enough people, you're probably on the right track. So go deep and try to go into this very, very niched audience that you are going to really understand and learn more and research in the upcoming 90 days and really work with them. And remember, it's not only going to be that niche that's going to talk to you and address, come to you, but that's the only niche that you are going to go after. So when you're working on your dream clients, when you niche down, this is gonna be your, you're gonna become a monomaniac and only focusing on them in the upcoming 90 days. And as I mentioned, if you have several programs, if you have like group coaching, a VIP coaching, or several type of consulting, only focus on one in the upcoming 90 days. You want to get super clear on them. Okay? And now, the question you might be asking yourself, like, okay, how do I choose that audience? How do I choose that audience that I'm going to focus on? And I'm going to give you 4 different questions to kind of help you get deeper into understanding, like, oh, who can I actually focus on? The first one is, can they pay? Okay, so that's quite a simple question, but it's very important because you might love working with them, but it's so hard for them to afford you, for you to actually, price your offers at the price that they are really worth. And there's like a misconnection between what you can do and what they can pay. So this is a really important question for you to start with is this an audience that can afford my services? And if they cannot afford your services, there's other ways for them to be supported by your social media, content, your evergreen content. There's other ways that, maybe you have written a book or maybe you have a YouTube channel that they can check out. I have students, I have people reaching out to me who say, I'm a student of your content because they cannot yet afford my services, which is completely fine, but they're learning with me even when they are not learning with me with my time. They are learning through my content, and that's also an amazing way to spread your word and help more people. So think about the people that are gonna be in your programs. Can they afford it? Can they pay? Do they have the salary or the income that is allowing them to invest in this that you have to offer? Second question is, are they coachable? Because they might have, enough money to work with you, but they might be super hard to work with. And you all might have, you can think of clients that you had before that are not coachable. They are resistant, they know it all, and they don't want to do the work. So that is not the type of dream clients that you want to have. You want to have clients that show up and they are coachable. They want to put the work in. They know that this is an urgency, this is a priority. This is what really matters right now for them in order to create the life that they want. So they are coachable because they are showing up for themselves. So this is the question I want you to ask yourself. Are your dream clients, the one that you have right now, are they coachable? Are they showing up? Are they, looking for excuses why they haven't done the work? Or are they looking for, give me more, I want to go deeper, I want to go, they're showing up every session, they are pumped, they're supporting the other group coaching members. They are in it for the real thing. They want to make a difference. That's the type of clients I work with, and that's the type of clients I want you to have in your programs. The ones that are showing up for themselves, no matter what, there's no excuse. They want to create the life of their dreams. And question number 3 is really simple as well. Do you like working with them? Because they might be super coachable, they are committed, they want to pay, but there's something off. It doesn't feel right. You don't really enjoy working with them. It doesn't feel fun. You don't feel excited. You don't feel excited about what type of problems you're solving. In the long term, that's going to make a difference in your business. I want you to feel happy. I want you to feel fulfilled and really showing up, every time you're working with your clients, feeling that you are super inspired by the work they're doing. You're inspired by their dreams, that they have the values that you have. A lot of things that are very important for me is the values that we share, values of sustainability, of respect, of authenticity, of really being honoring the commitments they make with their clients and all that. So if your clients are coachable and they can pay, you also should also make sure that they actually are fun and enjoyable to work with. And the question number 4 is, this is one that a lot of people miss. Do you know what they think, how they feel, and what they want? What I mean by that is that, I'm going to give you an example. I worked with, a long time ago, I had a client who came to me and new in the program doing this dream client work. And she said, I want to work with millionaires. And I asked her, well, that's amazing, but do you know any millionaire? Do you know how they think? You know, in that industry that you're working in, do you know if they are investing in type of services? And she said, no, I don't know. So it sounds like amazing. Yes, they have money and maybe they're fun to work with and maybe they're coachable. But if you don't know them, if you have no one in your, in your network, online and offline, who actually is in that target audience, how will you know what they think, what they want, and what they need? So you want to take an audience that you understand. And one of the easiest audiences to take that you understand is actually yourself a couple of years ago. So if you think about it, 2 to 5 years ago, you probably went through something and you probably needed something that you didn't have at that point that made you become the coach or consultant or expert that you are today. Many stories of that has led us all to develop into this journey. So think about it. Is the version of yourself 2 to 5 years ago some type of audience that you can really understand? Yes, because you've been there. And are these people needing this? Yes, because probably you needed that and you could not find it. So think back of, your own hero's journey, your own journey where you decided, oh, I need this support. I need to find a way. And what happened? And think back of that, who you were at that point, what type of job you had at that point. That's a really easy way to go about it. Otherwise, think about one of your dream clients that you actually work with already or you have been working with before. What do you know about them? What do they feel? How do they show up? What do they dream about? What's keeping them up at night? Think about that and just really work on that audience because you know them. That's really important. Because I have many times people starting off this exercise and realize that actually they don't know the audience they're going after. So you want to make sure that you know enough. Of course, you can research and you can go deeper, but you should already have an initial understanding of how does that audience think? How does their life look like? When are they going on holidays? What's important for them? How does a career in their field look like? All this kind of stuff. You want to be able to understand them enough to actually serve them. So this is a crucial that question that a lot of people are missing. Okay, and step number 2 out of 4. So I'm going through 4 steps in total when we do these exercises together, much deeper as you can imagine, but at least you can get started already. And if you want to know more, you can just type dream clients below and we will send you some more info how you can go deeper with this. So how can you understand them? If you have kind of got an idea of who those dream clients are and how, you're starting to understand, okay, in the upcoming 90 days, I'm going to focus on these people. I'm going to, I know who they are. I want to work with them. They can afford working with me. They're coachable. Now we need to go to understanding them. And there are a couple of questions I'm going to give you, actually 5 questions that are going to help you to understand them better. Question number 1 is, what's their most urgent need that you can solve? So think about that. If you can solve, you probably can help a lot of things that they need help with. But if you cannot solve that most urgent need that they have, you will not be able to go deeper. So you want to understand what is that first most urgent need that they have that you can help them with. That's the first question. The second question is, if you could then solve this most urgent need, why would they not buy from you? And that's the one that a lot of people don't want to go to because, if you created a program or you created something, it's your baby, you know. It's almost like it's so precious and so personal when you work with coaching, consulting, that you almost feel like, oh, I don't want to know if someone doesn't want to show up, what's wrong with it. But that's the most important question. You need to understand, why would they not buy it from you? Is it in your content they are not convinced? Is it that you don't create enough trust online? Is it that you're not clear enough about the program when you speak about it? Is it that it's too much of a risk for them? They feel that they don't really, the risk is too big for them to actually make that leap. Or is it something else that is missing in the product that's really important for them? If you don't know that, you cannot improve it. So this is a really important question to ask. And then there are 3 more questions. The limiting beliefs on themselves. So let's say that you understand why they would not buy from you, and you understand the most urgent need that they have. You also want to understand, normally, that dream clients of yours, why would they not buy from you? When it comes to their limiting beliefs of themselves, do they believe something about themselves that will stop them from actually taking action? And the same question also is there something that they believe about your programs or your promise, or what you can, the solution that you have to offer, that you have to address? Before that, they will not take action. And of course, the 5th question is, if you know the most urgent need, why they would not buy from you, what's their limiting belief about themselves, and what's the limiting belief about you or your offer, how can you address that before the sales call? Okay, that's the question I have for you. How can you make sure that in your communication, in your webinar, in your content, in your everything that you're doing, you already address that before, so that doesn't even come up on the call? Because the problem will be, if you don't do that before the call, then you'll have to spend the whole call convincing them and working through their limiting belief, and working through what they believe about you, about your program, about your offer, about the way you can solve that solution. And there's going to be so much time spent on trying to convince them that this is a solution, where they can actually go online, check out your content, check out your webinar, check out your lead generating content, lead generating efforts, and understand from that. And when they get on the call, they're already convinced, because they trust you. They know that you have what it takes to help them. They already know that you're the person who's really that coach, the trainer, that expert that can help them, because they know that you understand what's going on in their life. You understand, you get them. And because a lot of people just also want to be heard. They don't want you to just speak. They want to say, she gets me, or he gets me. And when you get to that point where they feel that, okay, I trust her, she gets me, she understands what I'm going through, and she can help me because she's done this many, many times, let's get on the call. And that call is going to be amazing, because you will be already not to have to convince and prove anything. You will have a real conversation about, how can we make this work? How can we help you so you can go to the next level? Isn't that amazing? Instead of trying to, hunt anybody down and work with anybody, and having this really bad feeling in your stomach, waking up like, I don't want to work with that client, I don't feel good about. Instead of that, you can replace that with something that is so amazing, which is only working with your dream clients, because you have designed your business in that way. All right, I'm really excited about this episode. I'm really excited what you can do with this. If you listen and you sit down and you work through this, you'll already be on the right way towards more joy and more fulfillment and more results for your clients, frankly, because you really, really get them. So I'm excited. I want to hear from you right below. What is your main takeaway from this podcast episode and live show? What do you feel was really like, oh, aha, yes, I want to do this right now? And also, please, if you want more help with this, if you want to go deeper in this, write down dream clients below and let us know. I will send you more info how you can actually create this, because when you do this, everything in your business is going to change. All right. Thank you for tuning in. I'm always happy to see you here. And until next time, take good care.